Good morning, everybody. This is Christy from the Be the Light YouTube channel. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I have been doing lots of research, as I often state in my videos, which has guided me towards what is taking place today. Ironically, what I have been reading about is the element of Mercury. Yet, Mercury is currently in Virgo right now. The sun is in Virgo in the constellation of Mercury. I hope I said that correctly. Sun is in, yes, the sun is in Virgo in Mercury. We can't see it here in the northern hemisphere because we are experiencing autumn. But it is still active. And I want to take you back to why Mercury is so important. Mercury, well, first, physically, Mercury is also called quicksilver, and it has a very curious property. It is a liquid stone. It is a liquid metal. If you have ever seen Mercury in a thermometer, it is highly receptive to temperature. And this is why the planet Mercury comes into play. This is why when we use it to measure heat, to measure cold, because the metal physically speaking is very sensitive, and it is very it has very special properties. It does not condense and become solid like other metals. It remains as a liquid. Mercury is the entity of the sexual energy. Mercury, therefore, represents the sexual energy within us. Again, we are not talking about physical matter because that is salt. There are three elements: salt, Mercury, and sulfur, that must combine. When combined, does what I have been speaking about for a while now, the holy oil that lights within our cerebrum, medulla oblongata, all of that, our pituitary, pineal gland, our brain, and gives us light. So with Mercury being in Virgo, the Virgin Mary represents, and I'm going to do my best to get this correct, she is represented as the pituitary gland, and secretes the honey, which I am speaking about. When the honey and the milk mixed together, I am, of course, speaking in terms of the Bible terms, it creates the golden fluid. Now, Mercury is considered to be a winged a bird, anyway, an eagle, a winged messenger is what I was trying to say, that travels between the gods and humanity, representing the ways in which the promptings of the spirit are transmitted to earthly consciousness. Now, when you hear that and connect what I just expressed about the importance of Mercury. Mercury is the link within the mind and the thought, with the spoken and then the written words. It is all forms of communication. And without that spark of gold, that the combination of what Mercury does from the inside of our brain, we don't receive the message, if you will. So metaphysically, when you can see that Mercury is this messenger of the gods attempting to deliver a message to you, it's attempting to help you allow that sexual energy from within to rise. Our bodies, because we are physical matter, are actually considered to be the salt. We are the salt. That is spoken about within the Bible. It's not table salt. It's not anything else. We are salt because salt is a matter. And so I thought it was important for me to make this connection today. Now, why am I feeling this? And this is something that a few days ago I didn't understand when I received the message, don't be afraid of the eagles. Or I have to go back and really... Or trust in the eagles. Trust in the eagles, I believe. Now it makes sense to me. Trust the eagles. And that was on the 20th. And I couldn't make that connection other than I assumed, because of what the eagles symbolically represent, is to always think in terms of higher perspective, see the big picture and things like that. But now with Mercury being where it is in Virgo, it makes sense. And I'm also going to... Mercury also represents the left hip. Now it makes sense within the tree of life, because I have been experiencing, yesterday I believe it began, maybe 2 days ago, it started creeping up, tightness in my mid back, where the solar plexus, the sacral chakra is in the back. And it's moved, it's made its way to the left side of my hip side of my back. I could barely rest last night as a result of this tight knot. It is really restricted. When I am laying down or sitting in this chair, it is very tight. Now it makes sense. And I was trying to... I believe Mercury is going to be in this station until October the 2nd, just prior the... So, yeah, I was trying to look up some more information. But yes, Mercury will be visible until October the 2nd, which crosses the full moon there. And I will talk about that in a separate video, what that actually represents and how it actually ties into this. So I hope you have made this connection with what I am talking about and how you are feeling. Now, I also feel the rotation or the energy swirling in the back of my spine there, where I was talking about with that discomfort. It almost feels like it's vibrating back there, and so I wanted to make a note of that, and maybe you are feeling the same sensation. This is a part of another connection of the Tree of Life. Now, I also mentioned in several videos is that when we are working with the Tree of Life and lessons, like we had Jupiter and Saturn yesterday, the energy will already be within the Jupiter rise to Saturn section within the Tree of Life, according and work with those lessons that are within those centers, and then make its way back down. Because until it has actually made its way to the crown and then burst back out again, it's going to continuously do that and make its way back up and then come back down. And so something that I don't know if I mentioned in my other video yesterday is about 5. I saw there was 5. So I assumed, and I don't know this, so I just want to put it out there. The life force energy is going to go back down and back up 5 more times. And as you can see, because of what I am stating, that it has already gone back down to the root. To the root, it's made its way and it's sitting within the sacral right now. And made its way to Mercury, and is in its way to Mercury. So, we'll have to see where it goes, and see how we feel according to everything that's taking place. I hope this video helps. I hope it makes sense. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing you away. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.